Hello, welcome to Pine Grove Middle School. I'm the building principal, Ms. Wilson. I hope this finds you all doing well and enjoying your summer vacation. Teachers, staff, and administrators are busy this summer preparing for the reopening of school, and we're very excited to welcome students back this fall. I would like to share some important information with you about the reopening of school, as ESM has submitted our state-required reopening plan entitled Stronger Together. The emphasis is on safety for our students, faculty, and anyone who comes to Pine Grove Middle School. The safety protocols meet the guidelines set by the State Department of Education and the New York State Department of Health. You will be receiving a form to fill out electronically in order to make your final selection of the learning models, either in person or distance learning, that you would like for your child. I would like to share some important information with you to help clarify the plan as you make your final determination for the model that you will choose for your child for the fall. There are 3 different models that were required to be submitted in the plan, including in-person learning, hybrid learning, and remote learning. And regardless of the model, all the teachers at Pine Grove will continue to be innovative and utilize technology to ensure rigorous curriculum and support learning for all students. As far as in-person learning goes, we have safety protocols set for the students and staff. All students and staff will practice social distancing protocols, and desks and seating will be spaced in classrooms based on health and safety guidelines. As you can see from the example behind me, we have a teacher station, and desks are spaced at least 6 feet apart throughout the classroom. Students will also be required, as well as staff, to wear masks throughout the day. There will be micro groups of students and approximately 12 to 14 students per classroom practicing social distance protocols. Students will be required again to wear masks throughout the school day. Students will eat lunch in a few large group spaces, spaced out with social distancing protocols. Each student will have their own individual desks in accordance with health and safety guidelines. Students will be engaged in special areas such as art, music, physical education, and technology, as well as FACS. However, the curriculum for these classes will look a little bit differently in order to be in alignment with health and safety guidelines. Weather permitting, students will be able to go outside for physical education, but would not be able to be involved in physical contact in order to maintain social distancing protocols. As far as the hybrid model is a mix of both in-person and distance learning or virtual learning. We would go to the hybrid model based on our building capacity. That is why it is so important that all families select their final determination in that electronic form that you are going to receive. This information will be used for us to finalize our scheduling at Pine Grove in order for us to also know our in-person capacity rates. The number of in-person schooling requests that we receive will help us determine whether or not we have the capacity to hold in-person school 5 days a week, or whether we need to activate our hybrid model. In the hybrid model, students will be placed in cohorts. If your student is in cohort A, for example, they would go to school on Mondays and Tuesdays and would be in the distance or virtual learning mode on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. If your child was in cohort B, then they would be going to school in person on Thursdays and Fridays, and would be doing distance learning on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. You will notice that no students will be in attendance in the building on Wednesdays. That is because that has been reserved to deeply clean the building. Distance or virtual learning, also sometimes known as remote learning, is also a model that is an option for you as well as a parent. If you decide on distance learning for your child, there will be a structured day planned for your child, and a schedule will be shared with you and your child as well, so that your child will know what classes they are attending at what times Monday through Friday. Google Classroom will be utilized by all teachers at Pine Grove to communicate information, share schedules, and work. Students will know the expectations, and they will be expected to attend live classroom instruction daily aligned with their schedule. The structured schedule for students will include daily attendance as well. Please note that once you have made your choice for distance learning, we are requesting that you keep your child in that model for the first semester, which is approximately the first half of the school year. Thank you. I want to remind you once again that you will be receiving a form to fill out electronically in order to make your final selection of the learning model, either in person or distance learning, that you are selecting for your child for the fall. It is essential that we have this information from you in order to finalize our scheduling at Pine Grove and to determine the capacity for in-person learning. So I greatly appreciate your cooperation in completing this selection promptly. Again, thank you. Also, please make sure that you update your contact information, including your phone number and email in School Tool, so that we have that accurately as well. Please know that whether your child is going to be joining us in the fall, in person or distance learning, we are committed to partnering with you as parents to supporting your child. I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Please know that if you have any questions about anything you see in the video or anything else that you need clarified, you can always call us at Pine Grove at 315-434-3050 or email me at awilson@esmschools.org. Thank you, and I can't wait to see everyone at Pine Grove or virtually this fall.